Coming up on today's Daily Clone, where the present-day Cyclones sit, a look at some of the past Cyclones and their weekend in the NFL, and then the future of Iowa State athletics. All of that after a word from Fareway.
Good morning, oranges. Top of the muffin to ya. Potato salad. We still on for lunch? Great. Sliced bread. You're the best thing I've seen since, well, you know. Oh, hello. Don't think I forgot about you. Friendly at Fareway. It's more than just a name.
Hello and welcome into the Northwest Bank Studios for the Daily Clone here on a Monday. It's a bounce-back opportunity for the Cyclones on Saturday, but it is a road game, so if you're not making the trip to Boulder, make a trip to Fareway. It looks to be a beautiful Saturday of weather and football. That makes for a great day of grilling. Hit up Fareway for all of your grill-out needs. It's the first ever defeated Monday on the Daily Clone as Iowa State falls to 5-1 following a 38-30 loss to Cincinnati. And when I was inside Nippert Stadium, I couldn't help but feel like it was really similar to Iowa State's loss against Kansas in Arrowhead Stadium last year. The game played out in a similar way, and the result was the same, a setback in the chase of a Big 12 championship. After the loss last year, the team was 7-2 before rallying to win their final 3 games. The season isn't over, but following a loss, the team will have to rally in a similar way.
What I remember, just guys really coming into the facility, heads up. We're not doing none of that pouty face shit. Just kind of trying to keep your head up, come in, learn from our film. This is going to be a great film to learn from. Just keep coming in, motivating guys, just keep getting better day in and day out.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I think we're 5-1 now.
Yep.
And same thing last year. We were 7-2, so might as well win one, lose one early rather than lose it on in the season and win the rest.
Nobody wants to hear this after a loss, and I get it, but I do think it's worth revisiting. There's a lot of teams that would have rolled over after going down 31-7. Iowa State didn't. And no, that doesn't do anything in the win or loss column, and it doesn't help with the Big 12 title chase, but it shows something bigger in Matt Campbell's program, in the DNA of the program. It's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. Iowa State is resilient.
The world wants a result, and I get it. That's our sport, it's our profession. I care about attitude and effort, and I care about what kind of fight our kids have. And, man, the one thing I told them after the game, I couldn't be prouder of them. I mean, we'll diagnose the result. That's coaching. We got great coaches. We got really good players. There's some detailed things that need to continue to get cleaned up. But, buddy, if you got kids that are willing to fight for it and continue to fight for it, then you got a real chance. And so that's what our locker room's about. I really appreciate who our kids are. And, we'll look forward to getting ourselves back to practice and continue to grow forward.
I've had plenty of losses in my career. Coming from Colorado with that 1-11 team, and then my first year at East Carolina, we were 2-10. So I've dealt with a lot of adversity. I've dealt with, teams that have losers on them and have, guys that don't want to play as hard or don't want to keep competing, and those are some of the guys that you don't want part of your program and stuff like that. But I think this program is just built on kind of that competitor mindset in everything we do, whether it's academically, whether it's nutrition, hydration, on the field, stuff like that. So every aspect of our life is competition, and we just have to keep doing the best we can to elevate that standard.
At the next level, it's still crazy to me to see a picture like this. 6 Cyclones in one NFL game. Imagine seeing that 10 years ago. And it was quite the day for Cyclones in the NFL. Xavier Hutchinson scored his first and second touchdowns of his career, and then Jaylin Noel scored his first as a rookie. Hutchinson is in year 3 and has grinded his way to a key role in Houston.
Hutch is the guy who's just shown what hard work looks like. You don't get a lot of credit. Sometimes he's getting better in the background. A lot of people don't see it, but Hutch is one of the hardest working guys on our team, and there's no better guy to be able to get 2 touchdowns a day than Hutch because he's worked really hard for us, so proud of him for having his moment today.
David Montgomery also had a big day, playing his first game back in his hometown of Cincinnati since high school. Montgomery ran for a TD and threw for his second career touchdown. Not bad for the former quarterback. Montgomery did it all with his sister in attendance for the first time since she was paralyzed in an accident in early 2024. Dan Campbell feels the same way about Montgomery that Iowa State fans do.
Everybody respects David Montgomery, and I think everybody roots for that guy because that guy will do anything for his teammates. Like, he lays it on the line on Sundays. He lays it on the line in practice. Like, you know what you're going to get out of Dave Montgomery. It's no different than Saint. You know what you're going to get every Sunday out of St. Brown. But David is that guy. Heartbeat, like Leaf, yes. So he's going to do whatever it takes. He'll stick his face up there in protection. He'll run the dirty runs. He'll run downfield to make a block for a teammate in the pass game. He's all team. Excuse my language. But so love the guy. We're fortunate to have him, and he's a stud.
Moving to the future of Iowa State athletics, last week Jamie Pollard and President Wendy Winterstein met with the Iowa State student government to discuss a potential increase of the student athletics fee that's in tuition. Right now, that is $63 per student. Pollard laid out where the athletic department is financially and how they are trying to increase revenue to meet the needs of sustaining athletics in the future. Part of that includes a $10 million grant from the Iowa State University Foundation through 2027 that was announced last week. Pollard tells the student government how athletic success impacts the future of enrollment in everybody at Iowa State.
I think one way to look at this from a macro standpoint is what happens to student fees and tuition if enrollment and fundraising goes down. And Dan Houston, who is president and CEO of Principal Financial and an Iowa State alum of our graduate or of our business school, said it best about 4 months ago. At Principal, they spend a lot of money on marketing. A lot of money on marketing. It's a cost center. And at Iowa State, for all practical purposes, for the last 20 years, one of the biggest marketing arms of this university, we didn't have to pay a cent for. It funded itself, which is unheard of in business. And so we have to ask ourselves, do we let that marketing arm go away, cut it back, or fund it? And so, we could have economists do projections and say, well, here's what it's going to look like enrollment-wise if you don't market the institution. And I think what you'd see is the costs for students, the cost for everybody per student will go up because there'd be less people that have to fund more.
The student government doesn't have a vote in this decision. That's actually done by a student fee committee. And Pollard wasn't looking for a result today, tomorrow, next week. He was mainly there gauging where the student government was at and how they feel about the issues for funding in the athletics department. If you want to watch the entire meeting, I'll put it in the description on YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, wherever you are watching this. And that'll do it for today's Daily Clone. A little mix of the present Cyclones, the past Cyclones, and the future of the Cyclones. We'll be back with the Daily Clone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We will dive deep into Colorado, and we actually have men's basketball media day on Wednesday. A lot coming your way here in the Northwest Bank Studios.